Hey everybody, welcome to our Friday Zoom call here for Save Club. Today is our cutoff date. We have so many new pre-enrollees into the system. It's exciting. The word's getting out there. Lots of great people using the app. The testimonials rolling in this last week from the Savings Hub are phenomenal. We're having people saving more in a monthly savings than the cost of their membership. And when they lock that in, it's like amazing. We're seeing 20, 30, 40, $50 and more in monthly residual savings on just that one product, not even any of the deals. It's phenomenal. And today we've got something else launching for some members here. We got in the United States. We're going to cover that at the end of the call. So we're going to kick this call off with rolling through our business presentation. If you are not part of Save Club and you're evaluating what's going on, you want to see if this is the right opportunity for you to be savings and earnings. We'll be covering that here in about over the next 20 minutes. Then we're going to be sharing with you some of our new products that are out in the marketplace live inside of the back office as of this morning and how that can save you residually. So without any further ado, I'm going to introduce David Dubbs. David's a veteran marketer. He's done so much amazing work for our company, so much amazing work for dozens and dozens of companies over 30-year career being a top marketer, top producer. And he's going to share with you our savings, the discounts, and what this business is all about. David, take it away.
All right. Thanks, Charles. Thanks for that introduction there. I always feel old when you do that to me, but 30 years. Let's man, let me hit portion.
Experienced.
Experience. Yeah, that's a good word for it. All right, everybody. So, okay, congratulations for taking your Friday and being here with us today. We are excited because we just keep adding and adding and adding. I've never seen a company add so much in a short period of time. Most of these companies out there, they stay stagnant. They launch and you never see anything extra. But not here at Save Club. But today we're going to go over one of the reasons that you're here today because you want to make money, right? You wouldn't be here if you didn't. And we have an awesome opportunity. You need a couple things in order to have a very successful company. Again, because I've been around for 30 years, I've seen lots of great companies grow. I've seen lots not be around. You got to have certain things to really do this, and we have them all: price point, timing, product, marketing, follow up, pay plan, and vision. And we're going to go over that today. And the first question anyone asks you when you say, "Hey, listen, I got this great deal. I want you to look at it." The first question that out of their mouths is, "What's it going to cost me?" Because people, especially in this industry, if you've been around a while, a lot of people have done lots of different businesses, and I call them chronic kit buyers. They keep buying a new kit here, a new kit here, a new kit here, and some people are just tired of buying kits, and they're like, "Hey, what's it going to cost me?" Because they say that because they're so tired of losing money. They're like, can I even afford to lose? Because that's what they've seen in this industry. But with us, our monthly is only 67 cents a day. And the greatest part is everybody already has it. You go buy a Diet Coke, you buy a coffee. People do this every day and they don't worry about the money. It's literally what can you buy for 67 cents? Go in a gas station today and see if you can buy anything in that place for 67 cents. So everybody can afford Save Club, but it gets better because what we do is we save people money. We do two things. We save people money, and when you save people money, you make money. Okay? So the program actually pays for itself. A lot of programs I can't say that for, but our program actually pays for itself. So who says no to that? Our greatest product is money. That's what we have. We offer money. And here's a deal for you. Like, for example, here in the United States, we had CBS. You can go, it's like a drugstore. You can go get 20% off. And I threw some normal stuff in the cart: paper towels, toilet paper, water, Coca-Cola, dog food, hairspray. This is stuff that you buy every day. And you could just save money on it. So you don't have to like buy anything you don't want to buy. You could buy the normal stuff. And right now families need to save money. There's a lot of families out there that are spending a ton of money and they want to save. And they've seen the cost of this stuff keep going up and up and up. Everybody's talking about it. You can watch a lot of news programs. They're all talking about it. Everybody wants to save money. So look, 20% off. This coupon alone saved about $17. But literally, our product can be toilet paper. Can you live without toilet paper? I doubt it, right? I don't think you want to. But even like simple things like that, you save money on. Now, here's the thing. We also give our members a free app, and you could give away this free app to anybody you want. and we have what we call stacking offers. So on the app, we have, if you went and got a gift card, you get 2.5% cash back. So if you combined the app with the other savings portal, you could get 22.5% back on stuff you're going to buy anyway. You don't have to convince people to buy stuff they're going to buy anyway. Here's Albertsons. Albertsons, a grocery store in certain parts of the country, a quick $5 back. Do you go to the grocery store? Who do you know that doesn't shop? Here's some shopping deals. Not only do we have the simple stuff like toilet paper, but some of you like to live life. You want to be that luxury lifestyle, which we love. And the more money you make, you'll tend to buy some of this luxury stuff because that's fun, right? Well, here's an example. If you went to Nordstrom to buy these Christian Dior sunglasses, it's $490. But you didn't realize if you had Save Club, you get the same glasses for 244 bucks. That's a savings of $245 back in your pocket. And everybody's going to think, wow, look at that person wearing those $500 sunglasses, because that's why you buy those. Back to school's coming up, and 34% of people go into debt for back to school. I don't know if you know that. 34% of families actually go into debt to try to afford back to school. Because why? They don't want their kids getting made fun of. They want their kids to have all the cool stuff, but it's expensive. Like these shoes, Air Jordans, is a very popular thing for kids in school. Well, look, they're $165, but what if you got 20 bucks off that pays for your membership, right? Here's something else, a tablet. You might have kids going back to school, college student want to have a tablet. Well, we have deals through Amazon and on things that Amazon makes. So if I went to buy this Amazon Fire tablet through our deal, I'd pay $108 for it. But if I go right to Amazon, like a lot of people do, that's 139 bucks. That's almost $31 back in your pocket to get the exact same item. How about this? Anybody, you sleep. Mattresses are me and Charles were actually just talking about this the other day. Mattresses cost a ton of money if you go to buy a good mattress. Here's a deal where you can get 15% off a mattress, and that could be significant money. Name brand, Serta, one of the best out there. Here's some other things. Appliances. If you have a house, you're eventually going to buy an appliance because you either want the cool one or yours broke and you have to do it. Like here's the one that has the cool iPad that's kind of built into there. Home Depot, $31.99. Our price, $23.67. Put $831 back in your pocket. Here's a cheaper refrigerator, Frigidaire. $19.98 at Home Depot, at Lowe's $19.99, but through Save Club only $17.59. Everyone, this is the exact same thing. So, think about this. This isn't rocket science. If someone showed you two refrigerators and said, this one's $19.98, this one's $17.59, both brand new, which one do you want? Is there anyone that's going to say, give me the most expensive one for the same thing? No, not a single person. You don't think people want to know about this? Go walk around Home Depot, Lowe's, Best Buy, and you see people looking at appliances say, I could save you hundreds of dollars. How do you do that? I'm in. People all want the inside scoop. Here's a laptop. Again, I did a lot of back to school stuff. Kids are going back to school. Same exact laptop, HP. Get it through Save Club's discount, $369. But if you were to go to Amazon and buy it, $549. That's $179 off. You think those parents that go into debt, 34% of them will want to put this back in their pocket right now? Do you think you got to convince anybody to spend 20 bucks a month to get deals like this? And again, what if you're stacking deals? You could save $500. You could save $1,000 in 1 week just going back to school. All right, now here's fun stuff too. Maybe the kid wants a big TV for the dorm, or maybe you want one for your movie room. 85-inch Samsung TV through Save Club, $17.54. Through Best Buy, $19.99. There's another $244. I think just a couple of these slides, we've already saved $3,000. You got to convince anybody to spend 20 bucks. Really, everybody? Do I have to convince you to eat? We all love to eat. Let's face it. Look at deals like this. We got honey baked ham, get a free sandwich. What's cool about this is if you're going to go to a restaurant you like and buy something and you're with somebody and they're going to get it for free, how great is that? You're going to go there anyway. See, with Save Club, you don't have to convince people to do anything. They're going to go. Hard Rock Cafe, super popular. 15% off food, 15% off of retail, and 15% off of catering. If you go cater something like a wedding or a big party, that could be very, very expensive. 15% off significant. California Pizza Kitchen, get a free plate. Chuck E. Cheese, get up to 49% off. Subway, buy a 6-inch, get a 6-inch. Hey, you got a kid. Hey, let's get a sandwich. You're eating yours. You got one for free. Perfect. Same with Checkers, Rallies, get a free burger. Payway, get $5 off. Now, let's talk about stacking because we also have our app that you're giving away for free and you can get both deals. So you log into one portal, for example, for our pizza, I get free garlic knots. Delicious. I love that. But if I use my credit card that I put in the app, I'd automatically get 5% cash back. So now I'm double dipping. Popeye's chicken, $9.99 for a 5-piece, two sides, two biscuits. That's like feed two people for $10. Great deal. But if I also use the app, I'm getting an additional 5% back. This is all money back in your pocket. At the end of the day, you have more money. Doesn't that make sense? Isn't that a great business? Just give people more money. Anybody say no? Try it. Go up to somebody and say, hey, I want to give you more money. They're going to say no. Of course they're not. Now look at this. Uncle Julio's. I love this place. Really fancy, great Mexican place. 20% off. That's a significant discount there. Okay. Plus, I use the app. I get an additional 5% off. We're talking about 25% off. I love this place. I've been going to this place for years and years and years. So do you think you got to convince me to go here? No, their queso is freaking incredible. You don't have to convince me to go to this place. So the fact is, I get 25% off is a no-brainer. If you have a car, you got expenses. Brakes, 11% off. Look at this, Madison Paint and Body. I had a Mercedes I bought one time, and the front end had a bunch of stone chips. I got the whole front end repainted. It was like $5,000. They would have gave me 50% off the bill. I wish I would have had a coupon like that. Car insurance, where you can actually shop all these car insurance companies at once. We've seen people save $300, $500, $800 or more a year just with that deal right there. Tires, everybody needs tires. Get them cheap, or 15% off repairs. If your car breaks down and you can get 15% off the service, that could be huge. Oil change, you got to have it. I use this coupon. I needed an oil change. Why would I pay full retail for the oil change when I get a free $20? There's my membership back. And also, look at this. If I want to go buy a Ford, you can get up to $5,000 off retail, 5 grand off retail if you were going to go buy a new car. And we actually have several car companies you could do that with. Most of the major car companies where you can go in and get big, big deals, thousands of dollars. You're not going to pay $20 a month for something like that. Come on. Now let's talk about stacking again. If I want to rent a car, Six is a high-end rental company. I mean, they have a lot of the fun cars, the BMWs, the Mercedes, things like that you can rent. I get 15% off if I use the savings app, and an additional 5% cash back, 20% back in my pocket by stacking. Here's another thing. Charles just moved. He'll tell you all about it. You got to get these trucks. They could be pretty expensive, depending on how many days you have them and how much size you need. But I want you to see something on this slide, individual. These are both the same website. They're both Budget's website, but through our portal, you log in, it takes you to a special website. So if you look at the top little truck, 1437, but if you went to Budget 1521, look at the big truck at the bottom. We got it for 2,300, but you'd be paying 2749. That's what, $400 or $500 difference at the same exact website, but one because you use Save Club. You're going to tell me that's not worth $20? Come on. All right, through our app that you're giving away for free, people can get discounts on gas. And you literally just give away a free app and say, here you go. There's no resistance there. I want to save you some money. And it's not, and what's great about our app is they get stuff like this, super valuable stuff that they're going to use. Discounts on restaurants, discount on gas, etc. Travel. Look at this deal. $73 a night for the Cosmo. Cosmo's one of the nicest hotels on the entire strip in Las Vegas. Look, Priceline wants $190 a night. You get it for 73 just for being a Save Club member, $117. Venetian, I love this deal. Priceline, 3 days, $1,005. Same 3 days, $438. Same room, same night, same everything. That's $566. Now, wouldn't you rather use that $566 in the slot machines, or buying a steak dinner, or going to a show, or shopping around, having a good time in Las Vegas? Because you'd be an idiot if you went to Priceline, because that money it's for nothing, because you're going to stay in the exact same room on the exact same night. See the difference? Look at this, Cabo. Everybody loves going on these luxury Caribbean type vacations down in Mexico, Cabo San Lucas. If you look at Orbit's price, $33.76, our price, $24.87, $889 difference. on the exact same vacation, the exact same date, the exact same room, everything the same. The only thing that's different is you got a smart person paying $20 a month for their Save Club membership. I mean, makes sense. We got all kinds of international deals. We have all these people around the world that are in Save Club. They're saving tons of money on travel. You also have flights, all kinds of other travel. But here, Hong Kong 120 night, India 55, Australia 90, Canada 83, Germany 172, England 114, France 364, Switzerland 82. It goes on and on and on. And I always like to do this. I'd like, because a lot of you say, is this real? Does it really work? Well, here's a deal that I pulled up like 10 minutes before our webinar started. And you look at the date, today's date. I said, what if I wanted to go to London today? Could I save some money? Well, right here, I could save $145 a night. Orbis and hotels.com from the Mowbray Court Hotel. They want $275 a night. We get it for $131 a night. And here's the greatest thing, everybody. So the minute you sign up with Save Club, like the minute you sign up, you have access to deals. So if you want to go to lunch, it's only 12:18 my time anyway. If you want to go to lunch, guess what? You might be getting a free meal or a free appetizer or a free dessert right after you signed up. You literally need an oil change. You can literally be putting the cost of your membership back in your pocket within an hour of joining. Show me any other business that you can do that, where you can literally just go get your money back instantly. That's why this thing is so exciting. This is why so many people are joining. Entertainment deals. Dave and Buster's, super fun place. If you have kids, especially arcades, spend $100 on an arcade card. You don't spend 100, you spend 70. So you get $30 right there. AMC, movie theaters. Go see Superman, Jurassic Park, all the new movies, 25% off your movie tickets. All savings tickets. That's where you go and get concert tickets and sporting events. No service fees, which could add up to a whole lot of savings. So, what do? We have food, you got shopping, you got automotive, you have fun. Everything that you spend money on, we have. And then it gets even better because you have what we call residual bills, bills that don't go away. I can't be on this webinar right now if I don't have internet service. It just wouldn't work. We have to have a cell phone. We have some of you have solar, electric, and things like this. You might have a pet service. You might have all kinds of things that you pay for. We have a service where you could just upload your bills, and we have experts that have all the discount codes, that have all the groups, that have all the negotiating power that will go out there and they will see if they can cut your bill. Now, here's how it works. They don't get you a lesser service. They keep you at the same service or get you a better service for less than you're spending now. Does it work? Well, yeah. Cheryl here got my phone bill down to $10 per month and auto insurance down to $240. The team got my cell phone bill down almost $40 a month. That's just one of 4 bills I uploaded. Really hope they're able to get my Comcast bill down. I'm sure they did. So literally all you do is upload your bills and let our team go out there, negotiate, and then they come back and they say, hey, here's your new bill. Do you want it or not? I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, this is not like a car. If you buy a car, you have it for 5 years, you pay it off, you don't have a payment anymore. These are the bills that happen every month. You can't pay it off. The minute you stop paying, the minute you stop having the service. So why would you pay more? 99% of people never look at their bill and never know that they're paying extra money. Same thing with energy. So we have a way that you can go check like your electric bill, and we'll talk about this at the end. I know Charles wants to make a huge announcement here, but literally we have, I think it's 19 states that we have. You got to charge your phone, you cook, your electric car, laundry, everything you do, turn the light switch on. Why would you want to pay more than you have to? They will literally go out and see if they can make you pay less. A lot of times you're not switching service or anything like that. No cost up front. And get this, they even have $100 gift card they'll give you. So not only can they save you money on your monthly bill, but if they can help you out, they want to give you a $100 gift card. Well, how many months? That's 5 months of your Save Club membership right there. Now, here we go. No auto ship stress. If you're looking at any business, and a lot of you have done a lot of these other businesses, the problem is you get a monthly bill, and a lot of times auto ships could be pretty pricey. A lot of them are $50, $60, $100 a month. And if you're buying just products, like a lot of these businesses have these products you buy, you might like the product, but the fact is it becomes an expense. And your significant other might look at the credit card and say, hey, what is this we're paying $60 a month for? And then you say, oh, that's the thing we're going to make money on. And your significant other is going to say, well, when are you going to start making money? Because right now, all I see is money going out. I don't see any money coming in. And there's been some big fights over this, and a lot of you know have been a part of that. Well, here's the best part about Save Club. We don't have those expensive auto ships. Ours is only $20 a month, 67 cents a day. And here's the thing, if you just go out there and use the membership, okay, it's very easy. The average person saves $200 a month. So here's where it gets big, everybody. Even if you didn't do the business, if you didn't want to go build a team, if you didn't want to sign anybody up, even if you did it, you can literally have more money in your pocket than you did before. Heck, you can join today and have more money in your pocket by the end of the day just using some of these deals. Where else can you do that? Where else? Show me another business where you can sign up today and have more money at the end of the day than you did just using the product. That's what makes Save Club great. Here's your 30-second pitch right here. If you handed me $20 and then I handed you back 200, would you say yes? Would you do it? Anybody say no to that? No. Most people say, Dave, how many times can we play this game? This is freaking awesome. All right. So then we wanted to take it to the next level. Does this sound familiar? A lot of you see people jump from deal to deal. You look at someone's Facebook and they've been an expert in everything in the last 5 months. The grass is greener on the other side. The problem why people jump around so much and not make money is because of this. The problem is you. And that we don't mean to say that negatively, but we know most people are work jobs all day. If you're a construction worker, you're trained to do construction. You're not trained to be an online marketer. If you have a woman that's a physician or an accountant, they're very good at that. That's what they were trained to do. They were not trained to be an online marketer. And we understand that. So we wanted to fix this. We wanted to be the first company that actually fixed this. So what we did is we actually have 100% done for you marketing. What does that mean? Well, it's funny because as a marketer myself, I'll scroll through Facebook and I'll see people posting different businesses, this and that. And I'll see the worst ad copy I've ever seen in my life. I know they're trying and I know that they want results, but the stuff that they write is so bad. And they don't know it because they're not a marketer. They don't know how to write good ad copy. So what we decided to do was write all of your posts. Okay, we literally all you have to know how to do is copy and paste. We write all your posts, we give you pictures, we give you videos. We have, I think now 15 different capture pages. Let me just show that real quick. So when you get in our back office here, let me just increase the size here so we can see it. I know I got a million icons on the screen. Okay, so if I click on my websites right now, everybody, look how many capture pages we have. Now, listen, I used to own a capture page marketing system, and I used to charge people $50 a month to get capture pages. And we have people pay all the time. And I know a lot of you have been in businesses where you sign up and you see all this cool marketing, and then you find out it's like bait and switch. You got in and you saw this awesome page, and you're like, "Ooh, I want to use this page, and I want to get signed up." And then they're like, "Yeah, sign up in the business, and now you need to come over here and pay an extra $40, $50 for the marketing system." And you're like, wait a second, I got to buy an auto ship, and now I got to buy the marketing system, and I got to do this. And you've seen that in this industry. We didn't want to do that. We give it to you. All of this stuff is included. All these pages, like giving away a free app, easy. We got a page for that. These are some hot pages, all included. And then on top of that, we have training and marketing. We have marketing materials. You click on the marketing materials, they open up. For example, when I said we had social media posts already written for you, you click, we have posts already written for you. Copy, paste, post your link. We have a tons of branded content, reels, fun things that you can use and just go and post them on there. Now, some of you are like, well, that's cool. I don't know how to post them. No big deal. We actually even have a training portal where we walk you through how to get your pages, how to get your post, how to get the materials. And then we show you how to post on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of this training included. And on top of that, we have put together the best training you will ever see in this industry. You should see the comments on it. We have what we call a 90-day blitz where we're actually training everybody how to do. I'm just trying to do this real quick. Hold on. We actually have a 90-day blitz here where we train you day by day. Imagine getting your hand held by seven-figure marketers that have been marketing online, and they're going to hold your hand, and we're going to teach you every single day what to do. People sell these courses for thousands of dollars, and most of the courses they sell are very watered down, very basic, not good stuff. We already have 31 days in here of marketing. Today will be day 32, where you get expert marketers that will train you. Now, you're probably saying, man, this sounds expensive. What is this going to cost for us to be in this mentorship program where we're, because we want you to make money. We want to mentor you. Guess what? It is included for that same $20. All the marketing, all the reels, all the capture pages. Nobody has done this in this industry. Now, there's one other side note to what we're doing here. And you might be saying, this sounds great, and you can see right here, just so you know, before I get to the next slide, look at this. We have a person on the 90-day blitz. I did exactly what you taught us in the blitz. I literally copied and pasted about this page. I continued to pre-schedule my content. That was one of my trainings. And look at all the leads that were flying in for Bernadette. All she did was follow training. So if you've struggled to get leads, if you struggle to get signups, if you struggled in this industry, that stops now. How many people, just based on this slide right now, could you go sign up in the Save Club when they know they're going to get mentored to actually go out there and get results instead of a pat on the back and a good luck like they've gotten in every other deal? Okay, exciting. Now, Charles has this coming. This is coming very soon. Once you get a lead, so all those leads like Bernadette just got on that page, Bernadette probably does not want to pick up the phone and call because Bernadette is not a salesperson. We know that. A lot of you tried this industry for a long time, and you get people saying, they ask you a bunch of questions. How much money you made? How long you been in the business? Is it one of those things? All the stuff. And you hate it because you're not made to be a salesperson. And guess what? We don't want you selling. We have AI that's going to come into play. That AI is going to pick up the phone. It sounds like a real person, everybody, and will call that prospect that came in through your page. Remember, we gave you the post already written. We gave you the reel, the video to post. We gave you the page to post. All right. Everything's done. Someone enters their info, and then AI will pick up the phone and literally call them, have a conversation, send them text, and get them back to webinars like this one. And these webinars flat out work. So we actually have full-blown automation. People talk about automation, but never have implemented correct automation until now. Save Club. I know you're thinking this must cost you a fortune. To have AI like this built in, it has to be super expensive. Guess what? It's that same 67 cents a day, that same 20 bucks. If you just look at this, just the marketing system and training alone, people will pay a lot more than $20 for it, let alone the actual product with all the savings and stuff. All right, let's talk about the money because that's why you're here. We made a simple comp plan that pays out 5 different ways. We have 2 that pay out every week. Don't you love weekly pay? Do something this week, get paid next week. And then we have our monthly pay. So fast start. So when you have someone come in, if they want to become an affiliate, they pay $60. That's not monthly, that's once. And then $19.97. As soon as they do that, you'll get $20 the very next week. So if you go out there and sign up 10 people today, which how couldn't you with a deal like this? You'd already have $200 next week just by doing that. So just do the math on that. Do that as many times as you want and watch that rack up. Then we have what we call our generational coded fast starts. These become fun. You can earn it to 40% on your personally enrolled members and up to 15% on your team. Well, as your team is going out there, let's say you sponsor Bernadette and she's rocking and rolling out there. Imagine if you started making $12 up to $12 every time she got a sign up. You don't even know what she's doing. She's just following the training, doing this. And when you get a bunch of people that are doing that, it's like ding, 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 ding. You'll start laughing when you see that money add up. Then we have our 2x16 matrix. How hard is it to find 2 people that have 20 bucks to get in with all these deals, all the savings, the marketing, everything? Come on. All right. Even if you never hit a rank and you started to fill your matrix up, okay, that's over $4,000 a month. You hit 1 star, $8,100 a month, 2 star, $16,000 a month, 3 star, over $32,000 a month, and 4 star and above up to $65,000. Now that's just this bonus. And that didn't include the fast starts. That didn't include that coded. This is just this bonus alone. And just 2 people get 2 people. The thing about Save Club is the price point is so good. You don't have to convince anybody. It's not like they're spending hundreds of, you don't have to convince them. It's very, very easy to do. Why? They see that they could go out there that first day and get their money back just in the savings alone. Okay. Then we have what we call our generational match. How I explain this is very easy. If you work a job and there's 10 people that work with you, what if your boss came up to you and said, you see these 10 people, whatever they make, we're going to give you a percentage. We're going to take a percentage and just add it to your check. So how cool would that be? Ask your boss, go into work and ask your boss to do that for you right now. I doubt he will. But think about that. All these people are working. You don't even know what they're doing. And the company says, hey, listen, well, we're going to take a percentage of whatever they're doing and just add it to your check for fun. Okay. So everyone you personally roll 20 between 20 and 57% as you advance in rank and up to 37% on everybody else on your on your trade here. So if you enroll 10 people and they all earn $4,000 a month in the matrix and you start to advance in rank, okay, you could earn it to 1880 per person or an extra $11,200 of commission. Well, that's not bad. You got all these people that are out there working. You don't even know what they're doing because you're just doing what you're doing. And all of a sudden you look at a check. Can you imagine looking down and seeing an extra $11,000 on it? I don't think you're going to complain. I think you're going to say, this is pretty cool. We also have our VIP membership. What VIP means is a lot of people join VIP. They pay for a year up front, okay? Because they don't want to pay the monthly. They just say, hey, let me get it all done with at once. But what this does is it opens another tier bonuses for you. And these can really, really add up. Some people are very shocked when they see all the VIP commissions that they're getting. And a lot of people like to do this anyway. It's one and done. Let me just pay for the year, boom, and they're automatically a VIP. And it unlocks an extra commission for you that if you're only paying monthly, you're not going to get this VIP. And with all the people that are joining VIP, you don't want to miss out on all that is extra money. You're going to pay the same whether you pay it monthly or pay it one time yearly. So why wouldn't you want to add in this extra bonus, right? And then what Charles done here is really genius. We have these monthly global leadership bonus pools. And what that means is as you hit a certain rank, he takes 4% of all the revenue that came in the company and puts it into pools and then splits it up to everybody that hit that rank in that pool and you make an extra bonus. Well, usually most companies reserve this for like the cream of the crop, the top earners. All right. You know, they get the bonus pools. But Charles said, listen, we want to start making the average person, the person that's never made money, we want to really start helping them see a check come in. So he started this at 2 star. 2 star in our company is like 20 people on your team. This isn't like you have to have hundreds of people or thousands of people, and you could already be part of a bonus pool. So I hope what you see today is that Save Club is doing things very, very, very different than what you've seen in this industry. We have changed the game on every aspect, from price point to product to marketing to training to the commission, and everything is different here. And that's why everyone from around the world is being exciting and locking in. Now, today is Friday. What does that mean? That means you've probably been getting emails. Someone has joined, someone has joined, someone you joined, and it says lock in your spot. Listen, you're going to want to lock in your spot because if you do, those people are forever going to be under you that you can get paid on. If you don't lock in your spot, all those people that have already paid are going to move above you and you will never, ever, ever get them again. Why would you want that to happen? I don't understand why you would want to miss out on that for the minuscule cost it costs you to lock in a spot. It's going to keep you locked in. Okay. And all those people are automatically going to be on your team that you're going to be able to take part of financial rewards. All right, Charles, I miss anything?
No, Dave, very thorough. I mean, these savings are so exciting, and I just want to reiterate, having residual savings is such an exciting component. And what we've done here is offset the cost of your membership with savings. And again, these are bills you're already paying. You don't got to go searching around. You set it up one time, and that savings is residual. And I'm very happy to announce a new residual savings portal. Right now, it's available inside of 14 states. And when you log into your back office, you close some of this stuff so it's clean. Does that look clean on your screen there, Dave?
It does.
Okay. So when you log into your back office, you'll see underneath My Deals right here, a brand new tab says Electricity Savings USA Limited. And in 19 states here in the United States, you're able to get these savings. I'm going to play this video so that you can see, but first let me make sure I've got it queued up so you can see, so you can hear it. I'm gonna play this video so you can get an idea of what this program is, and then I'll show you the three different ways that you can save.
Do you pay an energy bill every month? Of course you do. We all do. You need power to flip on the lights, watch TV, do your laundry, cook dinner, charge your phone. It's one of those bills that's never going away. But here's the thing. Over the past few years, energy prices have gone crazy. And unless you're doing something about it, you're probably just paying whatever your provider tells you to pay. But what if I told you you could actually lower that bill without switching anything, without spending any money out of pocket, and without even changing how you use your power? All you have to do is call a number. That's it. You show them your bill. They look at it. If they can save you money, awesome. If they can't, you wasted what, maybe 5 minutes of your day? But if they can save you money, that's extra cash in your pocket every single month for doing literally nothing but making a phone call. You're still gonna turn on your lights, still gonna watch TV, still gonna charge your phone. So why pay more than you have to? Call the number, see if you qualify. Start saving money starting this month. It's probably the easiest money you'll ever keep.
So once you're back here from the homepage, you click on the electricity savings. They've got that video there. There's three different ways that you can potentially save. So the first one here is with a government-backed program that has enabled people to access solar electricity at a discount. It's actually a government subsidy that can knock off between 5 and 30% off of your bill, and that's good for 20 years. So if you qualify for this, your lights don't change, your energy bill still comes the same. They'll just be a significant discount of savings every single month. And once you identify that you qualify for this, the savings is for up to 20 years. So we're seeing people with, $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 a month in savings on just this one piece where they're able to tap into these solar projects. So you can use clean solar energy and you get money off your bill. This program here is how the rise of smart meters. So if you've got smart meters and there's fluctuations in energy, so there's different prices for different types of energy at different times of the day, but how are you ever supposed to know this? How are you ever supposed to switch your energy and get the best price all the time? This autosave program optimizes the energy rate that you're paying. So your lights don't flicker on and off, nothing changes. It's just using technology to get you the best rate and save you money every single month. And then this third option here is if there's a better energy provider, if there's an energy provider that is paying, that is got a lower rate or better service, they'll present that to you. And if that's something that works for you, then not only do you get a better rate, a better service, you also get to get $100 bonus gift card for having that service. So to use this program, what you do is you're calling in to a number, and you just want to make sure that you've got a few things in place. That you've got you've got your energy bill handy. That you're either the person on the bill or the representative for paying that bill. You're going to want some time, about 15 minutes, to speak to the energy advisor so that you can go through the program. And then make sure you're in one of these states here: Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Washington, D.C., Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Texas, or Virginia. And if you have these boxes checked, you click here and you get to this page right here where you call this number. You call this number and you speak to them 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday Eastern time, and you'll get your optimized bill. You get your optimized savings, and this is residual savings. 15 minutes on the phone could set you up for up to 20 years of residual savings on your electricity. Now, as this program rolls out, we're going to be incorporating more and more states ongoing. And people might ask, well, what about gas and other services? That's for the other savings portal back there with the Savings Hub. But this brand new product, it just released. That link just went live today. If you're in one of those states, please check out those check boxes and start saving. And this is just one more service that we're providing here at Save Club that's included with your membership, and another way to have people check it out. So if you're looking at this for the first time and you want to know if this is going to be good for you, you can enroll with Save Club and test out these products. Call that number, use these services, and within 7 days, if you do not like what's going on, you can just click refund. So it's a real 7-day absolute free trial of what's going on. But what we know is that the product works and that you'll be able to save far more than what you're spending if you just use the products. And if you're locked into these residual savings, guys, you're going to want to stay with this for a long time. And for those of you building a business, when you're able to bring somebody residual savings, do you think they want to cancel? Do you think they're going to cancel their membership? And that's where we're bringing back the promise of residual income to this great industry. And to have a way to earn passive residual income, you've got to have the right product that really makes sense for people. And if they're saving more than they're spending, they stay on that product, and regardless of the business opportunity. And this is a great way to earn residual income. So a couple other things that happened today. It's Friday, and we pay every single Friday. And because it's Friday, it's also the first, we had to make a decision to pay the residuals and the matching bonuses today, or typically there's a week lag. Well, we're always going to take the way of getting you guys money as fast as we possibly can. So we went through, did all of our calculations, got everything lined up, and we paid the July matrix and matrix matching bonus commissions today. And you can go see those inside of your back office. So for those of you that want to get started with a business, have a way where you can get paid every single Friday, we've got it here with Save Club. And really, we're only 61 days into the launch of this company, and it's like release after release after release. About just over a decade ago, I worked for a publicly traded company. And this was a big, well-funded company, lots of employees, lots of people working there. And we would put out these press releases, and it's how you make news for a company. And every time you have something new that comes out that's remarkable, that's interesting, you'd want to put a press release out. And I remember how hard that team was working, and what we had to do to just make some significant news. And what we're doing here at Save Club, it's like significant announcement, significant partnership, week in, week out, so much news coming out that this thing, it's almost too much for everyone to keep up with all the training that's coming out, with the new products being released. But I want you to understand that there's a vision here. There's a vision to create the ultimate global savings product. What we have coming out in August for our global savings portal is going to unlock an additional 58,000 retailers all around the world in all the different markets. This is so that we can bring in the most leverage you could possibly get. And I'm going to make that as a very firm statement. This is the most leverage anybody can possibly get to override the entirety of the e-commerce industry. So we're looking at the e-commerce industry being a $3 trillion industry. We're looking at over $1 trillion a year that is spent on advertising. And we're going to be right in the middle of that, where those advertising dollars are going to be redirected in the form of savings for our members and in the form of commissions to the people who build this organization. In looking at building a business, and when I was putting together Save Club, I said, what are we going to do here? What's the best possible idea? And I thought of what the best times in my life, and the best times in my life was, when I had just rock solid residual income, where I've built a business and that money comes in each and every single month. And when I surveyed the type of businesses that were out there that actually paid residual income, and I'm not talking about you build a business and you have to maintenance it and you're working for that income, it's reoccurring revenue. That's different from passive residual income, where you set something in place, you've got a product and you've got systems in place that just pay over and over and over again. And that was the main factor of what I was looking at when putting together a business for everyone to take part in. And then I was thinking, well, what's the biggest industries out there? How could we, go get dollars from everybody? How could we override all the e-commerce that's going on out there? And you do it with the model that what we've got, which is tapping into the advertising dollars. When you think about $1 trillion a year and how much money that is, it's tremendous. Like if you were to make $1 every second, it would take 11 days to accumulate $1 million. And you're thinking, okay, that's 11 days. That's not okay. Yeah, that's a reasonable amount of time. Well, let's think about $1 billion at $1 a second. $1, $2, $3. It takes 32 years to get to $1 billion at $1 a second. Now, let's think about how big $1 trillion is. At $1 a second, it would take 32,000 years to get to $1 trillion. That's how big the internet, that's how big the advertising industry is. And those advertising dollars are now shifting, and we're ahead of that shift in such a major way. We're ahead of that shift because the advertisers are now giving ethical bribes to the customers in the form of cashback. They're giving the advertising dollars back to networks like Save Club that are aligning these customers. So not only are we able to give the best deals to our members, we're also taking portions of that advertising budget and we're redistributing it through the compensation plan. This is a way to override the entirety of the industry. If you want to have lumber from Lowe's as your product, the top of the line skincare products, the finest jackets and clothing and shoes from Macy's, beds from Mattress Firm, all of that, all of these deals are in place. And as you establish your Save Club membership base and people shop, you'll be earning on it all. And the thing is, we've got a digital product where we're paying over 80%. Our compensation plan is scheduled to pay out up to 80.5% of the $20 a month membership. So we've got an extremely high margin product, and you're not going to see that in other products. They just simply don't have the margins with the digital product with what we have. The technology is coming into place. I knew that when the company was coming out, it was going to take us 100 to 120 days to get there. We're at 60 days. And we've got so much, we got just the track record of what we've done in the last 60 days. It's almost too much news to announce for everybody to keep up. But over the next 60 days, it just continues to compile. Last night, I met with our new digital banking system. It's something we've been working on for a couple of months now, and the guys were right at the finish line. Save Club is going to be able to basically put people in to their own virtual digital bank account into 195 countries. There are entire direct sales companies that come out that have this as a product. And guess what? It's totally free and included in your membership at Save Club. So we had to put this global payment delivery system in place, and we had to have people to have them with virtual debit cards, physical debit cards, bank accounts, and crypto accounts. Because when we pay the cash back, when we're preparing to take this massive flood of advertising dollars and pay it back to people in the form of cash back and pay it back to the affiliates in the form of commissions. And we had to bring in a tier 1 virtual digital bank so that all the people around the world, all these people that don't have bank accounts, the unbanked people that need a business opportunity in all these countries around the world are now going to be able to plug in. You simply pass the KYC as long as you got your ID. You're set up, and we're going to be able to distribute money all around the world. This is an exciting, component, and it's what makes Save Club, maybe the first Wave 6 company. We're bringing in the big advertising dollars from major brands. We've got global payment systems. People are going to be able to pay in with this new upgrade of our payment systems. In India, they're able to pay with an app called RuPay. Like billions of people on that app. In China, billions of people on the WeChat app are going to be able to pay with their WeChat app. I've got teams right now all over Asia excited about what's coming here with our global products, with our global travel products, with all the new things that are coming, and with the pay systems. So we're right here at the cusp. It's like this wave is starting to crest, and we're going to reach critical mass, and that's when two things happen. When we've got enough people earning significant passive residual income, which we're on the track. I was very excited about today's pay period. And when we've got enough people realizing the value from this product to where they would use the product even if there was no business opportunity in sight. And we have that now. The testimonials are rolling in of people spending $20 a month and then getting residual savings far more than that. We're on the right track. So with that, everybody,
Hey, Charles, since you're talking about that, can I share a
sure,
testimonial?
go Pete.
Not to interrupt you. Guys, this is one of our good friends, Melvin, who presents for us. We love Melvin. He's on an amazing vacation right now. So he sent in this testimonial. Check this out, guys. I've saved $435 on groceries, $523 on gas, and now $2,400 on just this trip alone using Save Club. He used it to book his hotel and his rental cars and stuff like that. Is that incredible or what? So we love you, Melvin. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
That's
and the
awesome, everybody. Hey,
testimonials. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, folks, if you're a pre-enrollee on this webinar, go to saveclub.com/login. I've got it in the chat. Click on pre-enrollee, enter your email that you use to pre-enroll into the website, and go inside, hit the lock in your spot button, and get upgraded today. The matrix cutoff is tonight at midnight Pacific Standard Time. You still got a few hours, but don't wait. Run now and get locked in. Back to you, Charles.
Yeah, as far as an opportunity, I've been in this industry now for 23 years, and when I came back to out of manufacturing, supplying companies for some of the fastest growing network marketing companies in the industry, and when I came back to put something together, I looked at the factor. I said, what would be a business that I would want to join? What would be a situation where I would want to plant my flag and work at something to create residual income, and uh, these ideas came together, and now so many great components are being brought to complete the puzzle. It's a very exciting time here for Save Club, and you're getting involved right here at the beginning. So yeah, if you haven't enrolled, get started and join us on Monday. We're going to be doing our call same time, 10 a.m. Pacific time on Monday. It's the first call that we do of the month, and we do a state of the company address where we look at what happened inside of the last month, and we share with you all the details of what's going to happen inside of this upcoming month, which we're already in, which is August. So looking forward to having a grand presentation for you there. For those of you that are in the 90-day blitz, we initiated a program, a leads program where we're doing direct messaging to the influencer databases that we've been harvesting. That program is almost ready to go live. So if you have not seen that, or you're not being part of the blitz and you're looking for something to do on a daily basis, we've got a direct messaging program with the hottest leads. It's free to participate once you're a Save Club affiliate. I'm delighted to see, Dave. I went into the responses. We're giving time for people to catch up there. We got over 120 people registered for this, and I'm gonna go, as soon as I'm done with this call, I'm gonna go pull us the best data, the most influential people on Instagram, getting their data, getting their direct information, and we've got a campaign for all of you guys to come with it. So thank you for many of you that have enrolled with that program. The last 2 days of training, I talked about leads and quality, and now Yesterday we talked about DMing and the power of DMing, the pros and cons of that, and the next training pieces that are coming out are going to be how to go and attack this. We've got a solid platform here, and in the month of August, we're going to go and reach globally. So thank you again for attending. Again, today's your cutoff. If you're sitting in a pre-enrolling position and you have not upgraded, go lock in your spot. It's really it's a free trial. You know, you can try it for 7 days. If you don't see the value in here, you don't see the value in our training, you don't see the value in the business, one click, you get your money back. So you really got nothing to lose. But do yourself a favor and lock in your position inside Save Club, and come attend the calls, check out what we put together, because I know we are destined to be the hottest company of 2025, and many of you on this call today are going to be in a great position with passive residual income that is going to bless you for many years to come. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful Friday, and we'll see you on the next one.